Didn't you know that resistor values count? Now, let's go and see the real thing in a real repair and how can affect a mainboard. This is Yannis from Any Repair. Today we'll go and see an Asus ROG Strix x570i gaming, a tiny board but with a lot of power, that the USB ports are not working correctly, and let's go and see how we'll deal with this. This is the board, already connected. We have already plugged our My Passport WD hard drive and the third blue USB port. We're powering on the device, and let's wait to see the boot sequence. It is booting, and we can see that we are having 3 drives and My Passport is already detected. So let's switch to another port. Let's go and switch to the first blue port here. Let's power on the motherboard with our screwdriver. Switched on. Let's wait for the boot sequence. Now we can clearly see that there is no My Passport detected, no hard drive detected. So let's go and check these resistors. Let's go and see the board view. The board view shows that these are the resistors that are driving the 5 volts to all USBs. This is 0 ohm. This is 20 ohm. This is 5 ohm. Yes, it is 5 ohm. And this is 10 ohm. So, they all should count as 0 ohm. These resistors are broken. So that's, in my opinion, the result for the non-working ports on this board. So let's go and see how we'll deal with that. We're going to remove, of course, the broken resistors and just put a wire instead of them, because these poly switches are not cannot be found in our market, in European market. I think they are 6 volts and 3.5 amps in a package 0805 that I couldn't find anything even in China. So I'm going to replace these resistors with a wire. I will use some flux and I will use my hot tweezer in order to remove this and not make a lot of heat around the board. Hot tweezers in action, and some alloy will help the process. Some solder will help the process in order to wet the resistor. Likewise, now the things are much easier. Okay, let's proceed. Let's throw away this resistor and remove this. Okay, done. And the other resistor, much easier. So let's go and replace it, as I said, with a wire. Believe me, if I could find the poly switches, I could use the poly switches. Now, the The question is why these resistors have changed the value, their values, and why there are. This is the problem. Of course, if I could check with my voltmeter, the 5 volts will be the same. 5 volts in the first pin, 5 volts in the second pin, but the amps are different. The mainboard uses the amp to power a device, so different amps, the PCH thinks that something going different and switching off the port. So I think this is the resolution. This magic wire will do the job. If my customer managed to find these poly switches, I will gladly do it for free. We'll replace the wires for the poly switches, of course, but I couldn't find any. So let's finish with that. This wire is making my life difficult, but okay. Let's cut it out. Okay. Now let's go and test. After we have cleaned a bit, and after we test the wires to be 0 ohms on both ends. That's okay. That's okay. The wire, of course, is 0 ohms, but the soldering might have a different opinion, you know. And now let's go and power up the motherboard with a different screwdriver, as you saw, a red one. And we're going to see that my passport is working. My passport is working in a non-working port, a red one. Now I will plug it to the first blue that it didn't work previously, and power on the mainboard with my red screwdriver. We have plenty of screwdrivers here, you know. And we have a winner. The mainboard is fixed and we have a stable light on the drive. Awesome repair, don't you agree? Of course it could be a DIY repair, and since the poly switches could not be found anywhere around my country. So if you like this video, just go over the channel and check the other videos, and we will talk again later.